And we're back. Part 6, everybody. Part 6. We're a busy little bee today, aren't we? Though my chair is really messed up. Okay. Starting to get my old text scrolls back up and running. For those of you who are longtime fans, you'll know that I used to have text scrolls at the bottom that would talk about how to tip, how to request music via Nightbot, and stuff like that. But since I had to basically reinstall my OS, all of my settings in OBS were lost, so I had to redo them. And we're getting way too much glare on my face. So, let me turn on some lights in here so LifeCam isn't trying to compensate. Man, my chair is messed up. There we go. Still tinkering with the text scroll speed, so if it shows up too frequently, I'll have to adjust the spacing. I don't want to be too, in your face, but I know some people do like to donate to their favorite content creators. I just gotta, since I have to redo the entire thing from scratch, I have to find a good setting for it. It's gonna take some practice. So let me know if it's showing up way too frequently. I can adjust the timing on it. Yeah, you probably heard this guy. Yeah, I know I'm not the most observant person, Jericho, given that, I'm constantly being ambushed by things right behind me. Fun fact, that music you hear, the big patriotic music, when I upload this to YouTube, YouTube flags that as being copyright held by Barack Obama. So yeah, the patriotic music of the United States that we've had for decades is owned by Obama. Let that sink in for a moment. Also, I did some off-camera, for those of you who are curious. I did actually look into the repellent stick, and if I want to make a repellent stick-like effect for NPCs, it's going to be a little tricky, mainly because the repellent stick basically, it has a hit effect that affects the mole rat faction. So I'd have to figure out what faction would count for all humanoid NPCs. Jericho, I am trying to mod talk with my audience, so will you please shut up? Thank you, Jericho. So yeah, if I want to make like a repellent stick for humanoid NPCs, I'd have to find what faction all humanoid NPCs belong to. Otherwise I'd have to do something like Raider faction, NCR faction. Basically it would have to tag every humanoid faction. And I'm sure I'd miss one or two. It's certainly doable. It's a script, though. But it's a vanilla script. Just like the disguise effects are the vanilla ghoul mask script. So I could certainly create the item, but I'd have to figure out the logic of how to do it, because otherwise I'd have to do something like Raider head explodey stick or whatever. And that might be kind of weird. Like, if you hit a Raider with this stick, his head explodes, but if you hit, like... I don't know if Fiends count as Raiders, but if you hit, like, a Powder Gang or a Great Kong, their head doesn't explode. So somehow you found a chemical that only affects the Raiders, which, on one aspect, I can actually see working. Because Raiders have got to be pretty fucked up in the head, considering, you know, they like to hang bodies out, so, you know, there's got to be a chemical thing about them being such sociopaths. It could probably trigger their head to explode with the right chemical compound. It's just, that's kind of going way too super science-y. And while you theoretically could logic it, that for psychology reasons they're different normal people, but again, I have to see if there's... I prefer if there was a better way, like if there was an actual faction that represented all humanoid NPCs. And then just tie that to the head explodey stick. I need to find if there's like a rad roacher replacer mod, because my rad roaches have been like that forever. If I can find a mod that changes the rad roaches themselves, they might actually be targetable instead of just being giant shadows. Because there's something wrong with the rad roach model. I wonder if there's like a scary rad roaches mod. The hell? Seriously? The hell? Just Jericho randomly dying. There's the game being weird again. I mean, you see this, right, folks? It's like literally, we're perfectly cool and normal, and then all of a sudden, Jericho has died. I mean, I'm not the only one who's finding that a bit odd. I haven't gotten to notice that dog meat has died, but where the hell is dog meat? You know what I'm gonna do? Since we're getting this weird bug with companions literally just dying for no apparent reason, I'm gonna go over to Jip's companion control, and where is it? Optional. Da, 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 da. Let them recover on the end of combat. Now he's fully healed. Okay. So less chance of him literally dying for standing in one place too long.
It's good to be out here again. Damn good.
I presume Dogmeat's still alive, because like I said, I haven't seen any notices saying, Dogmeat has died. Only Jericho seems to just randomly die for no reason. Now don't get me wrong, I got no problem with my companions actually dying and then moving on with the game, but not when they literally just die because, literally. Like, if it's a Gosei level of craziness. There's a simple explanation for that. Cue explosion. You know, I may have to get backpacks for Jericho as well, because if it works for me, if it's increasing my carrying capacity, I presume it would increase his as well. I am liking the backpack mod. So not feeling like just randomly keeling over and dying, are you, Jericho? That's good. That's real good. To quote MXR. No falling to sleep, tablet. I need you to monitor my chats in Twitch. I'm a big fan of making the Wasteland more realistic, but not when literally people will just croak over and die for no reason. And completely at random. Like, if there was some scripted event that would cause him to die, I'd have no problem with that. Like, for example, you know, he dies because he gets lung cancer and he'll always die after a certain amount of time in game. I'd be cool with that.
On here, kid?
But as you can,
some sort of badass.
I am a badass. We're doing exploration, you dumbass. Alright, so we just swing a Yui. Dogmeat. Are you stuck or something? Holy crap! Look at that! Look at Dogmeat's health! Yeah, he's definitely been modded in some way. I don't know what mod did that, but look at his health. 24,254 health. Granted, he has 0 DT, but I suppose that explains why Dogmeat doesn't die so easily. Holy crap. Well, they're both following me. No, this is where we were before. Hello, Hetero. As you can see, I've added a text scroller at the bottom. I had him back before I had to redo my screen. Yeah, I just got on about 15 minutes ago. Well, 15 minutes, 57 seconds ago. I definitely need to find like a scary rad roaches or a cute rad roaches or something type of rad roach mod. Because my rad roaches are all messed up. And I imagine if I replaced the rad roach model, I wouldn't have that problem anymore. A lot of these places have got locked stuff that I can't get into them, that I'm going to have to come back to and check out. Must grab every piece of loot, because you never know what I'll need when I get all of my crafting perks. And the only thing you really missed was me talking about and actually implementing. I basically turned off the feature in Jip's companion control where they don't auto-heal at the end of combat, because Jericho once again died at random to Radical Roach. I'm not sure if I have Radical Roach as a text font. So I did download the Dragon language font, so when I'm running Skyrim I can do an alternate version with it in Dragon language, which no one will be able to read, I'm sure, but won't it be amusing? Imagine seeing the scroll rolling in the Dragon Wall script. You know what, one mod I should definitely install is the Dog Meat Leather Armor mod from Fallout 3. I'll obviously have to convert it, but it allows you to convert leather allows you to craft leather armor for dog meat, which I think would be kind of cool from a conceptual standpoint. Even though dog meat has 24 grand health, probably doesn't need it. It'd be kind of cool to be able to give dog meat armor. Maybe I can find an HD dog meat retexture as well, which would be kind of cool as well. Anyway. coffee mugs, all the coffee mugs. If it looks like I'm sliding to the side, I am. My chair has apparently started to break on me, and so it's actually listing over to this side. I literally have to lean in the opposite direction to even it out. Locked average. That means I need a science of 50. What is my science? Science plus 5. Do I have anything else that increases my science? I need 11 more science. Let's see. And the annoying thing is that I can't use the big book of science, because if I do, it crashes my game, because I only have one of them. Actually, no. I only have one chair in my entire apartment. I've only got stuff in one room of my apartment. I have a completely unfurnished apartment. Let's see. Can I use... what's it called? Mentats. Will that work? Ooh, close. So close. Well, since the big book of science is broken, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to console in a big book of science and a Grognak, since those are the two books that I have. Big book of science, Fallout New Vegas. Alright, so base ID is 3403C. Also, random vigilant recycler perk. Player dot add item 0003403C1. And we need a Grognak. Zero zero 34040. Save just to be sure. See? Doesn't happen when I have more than one, but when I have just the one, and I've got Science 51, excellent. Now, the main reason I look through all of these, even though I'm skimming through the information and everyone else should pretty much know it, is because when you're doing this, it counts as science experience, so I get science experience points. See total liquidation, initiate pest control.
Move along, please.
I'm moving along, I'm moving along. Do you not see me moving along? Put on my regular gear. If there's one thing I am not afraid of, it's the console. I think we firmly established that. I just don't happen to know every single console command by heart. I know a few of them, but not all of them.
Move along, please.
I am moving along. Can't you see me moving along? What do you call this? Not moving along? I need to, I swear, I'm gonna have to get 20 doctor's bags as soon as I start seeing them being sold somewhere. There's dog meat, good. Didn't I loot your body for all your components? Well, he's working now, I guess. Whatever. Tenacious little buggers, aren't they? Must keep moving. Despite 2 crippled legs. I swear, I spend more time crippled than I do anything else. Forget being over-encumbered, I just spend most of my time crippled. Horribly, horribly crippled. Why don't I leave it up to you guys? Shall we go and check out Tenpenny Tower? Or shall we head right back to Moira? Keep in mind we're going to be limping to either one. You just said yes, Snowvac. Must keep limping. Maybe, if I'm lucky, the building in the distance will have doctor's bags. I actually don't need the ghoul mask. I'm technically, yes, I'm over encumbered, but the reason I'm really slowed down is because I have 2 crippled legs. That's the real reason I'm so slow. I started this adventure with my legs crippled. Because I swear, I can't go like 5 feet without my legs getting crippled. Though in all honesty, considering the character, I'll probably end up killing Roy.
My ass. We've got plenty of bottle caps. Let me in, goddammit.
How many times do we have to go through this? You're not getting in.
I can stand here all day yelling at you through this damn speaker if I have to.
I've already told you Tenpenny won't allow zombies to live here.
Who the hell are you calling a zombie?
You're definitely not human, that's for damn sure. For the last time, no zombies allowed.
Can't you tell the difference between me and a feral? Fine. I'll show you the goddamn difference. Just you wait. You'll get yours, all of you. Charmed, I'm sure. What are you looking at?
It's relatively nice so far.
Please. Water? I thought I told you to get the hell out of here. Tenpenny doesn't want your goddamn caps, and I don't want the goddamn headache. For the last
Actually,
time, get your rotten, ugly, goddamn ghoul ass off Mr. Tenpenny's private property.
Is that how you treat all your... Do you kiss your mother with that mouse? I don't think you're talking to the person you think you are.
Oh. Thought you were that damn ghoul. Well then, back to business as usual. Ahem. You are trespassing on Alistair Tenpenny's private property. Renter's an official business only.
I just want to look around a little. Come on, it won't hurt anybody.
This ain't a theme park, kid. Even if it was, you wouldn't be able to afford the admission. Now bugger off.
Open the damn gate. I'm done being interrogated by you.
You're really not in a position to be threatening me. I'm safe on the other side of this wall. And you are out there, exposed and unsafe. You have a lot to learn, kid. I think I'll let the Wasteland teach it to you. Try not to die out there.
Let me in, asshole.
Goodbye.
Damn it. My normal method of insulting people is not working. Fine, I'll be nice.
You again?
Salute.
You again?
How about 100 caps?
Perhaps you'll fit in around here better than I thought.
Dog meat can already fetch items,
I'll
but I
take
don't know
your
if he would find doctor's
But don't
bags.
press your luck.
So it's a matter of how Tale of Two Wastelands
Don't
have...
bother Tenpenny
treated
or the
dog
other
meat.
residents. If you so much as sneeze in the wrong direction, I'll gut you.
Leave me alone.
Watch. Talk to dog meat. I need you to find something for me, dog meat. Find me chems. Or maybe he'll come back with the doctor's bag. Who knows?
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower. Don't do anything stupid.
Eventually I can craft doctor's bags, I just don't think I have the skills necessary. Should have all the required components though.
I'm not here for your entertainment.
What?
So how's that ghoul situation coming along?
That damn Roy Phillips won't take no for an answer. Keep showing up, looking for a handout.
We need
He's
like
kinda
tweezers, surgical
End of story.
tubing, and a bunch of other stuff.
If I were a betting man, I'd place a stack of caps on him trying something violent soon. And that would make Tenpenny nervous. I don't like it when Tenpenny gets nervous. But I can't spare the manpower to go hunt down Roy Phillips and his band of misfits, or I'd gladly end this thing once and for all.
So what the hell is a ghoul anyway? Some kind of diseased human?
You serious? You don't know what a ghoul is? A goddamn disaster waiting to happen, that's what they are. Sure, maybe you can get over the fact that they look like someone took a cheese grater to their face. But it's what you don't see that's the problem. The radiation slowly eats away their brain. Then they go zombie on you. It's better for everyone to kill them before all that, if you ask me.
What's it like living at Tenpenny?
Tenpenny is always on time with the money. And we get fairly comfortable digs with side benefits.
Tell me about Alistair Tenpenny.
He owns this building. We get our I guess we could do a little trading. Here's what I got.
What do I got? A couple of lead pipes, tire iron. A couple things I suppose I could sell him. Wait a second. Extended energy cell, damn.
Don't do anything stupid.
Make sure that I'm out of his view before I change outfits. Cause you know. Apparently I can't change outfits because I gave him my trading gear.
I'm off duty. Come back when... what the hell? Let's just get it over with. I'm Dr. Banfield. What do you need?
You ever do a face job on an android from the north? Jingle purse of 100 caps.
Facial surgery's too dangerous. Plus you need some specialized pre-war equipment. That reminds me of an old hoax. Here's a copy of that holotape. Try not to break anything important.
Damn it. There must be like a bedroll or something I can lay down on so I can heal my crippled limbs or let my limbs heal or whatever. Come on, a bedroll, something. Anything, really. Cannot sleep in an owned bed. Not quite what I was looking for, but if there's a workbench, I might be able to see what it would take to make a doctor's bag. I don't know, maybe I'm skilled enough to make doctor's bag? I don't know. Nope, don't see a workbench over there. Seriously? Did you seriously leave this place completely?
I forgot how fucked up everything was out here.
Idiot. Dang it, locked hard. The ironic thing is I probably could sleep in it if I was wearing 10 penny armor and part of the 10 penny faction. Damn it. Gonna have to limp our way all the way back to Megaton. The entire reason we came in here, because we don't really care about the ghouls one way or the other. Not yet, at least. Fine, so we're gonna limp our way all the way back to Megaton.
What the? Did I step in something?
There's Megaton that way. Put it on auto walk. Well, that's the main reason why I play games, you know, and don't just mod all the time, is that when I play the game I want to think, okay, so what exactly kind of mods do I want to make? Dogmeat, where are you? And of course the big mod that I'm working on, Dogmeat, is what? Way over there? Weird. I do. Wait. Yes. Why is Dogmeat way over there? Need some H2O, nutrition, and sleep. Of course I do.
Much much open space out here. I don't like it.
Maybe if we venture into this factory, Dog Me will be right behind us. So, whoa, what do we got here?
Move along.
Hello, stranger. I'm Tinker.
I'd like to buy a robot.
Of course you would, of course. Well, it just happens that I've got a beautiful deal on this customized Gutsy. And it's not just Mr. Gutsy. He's a full-fledged sergeant. Sergeant RL3, to be precise, the pride of General Atomics International. Comes complete with a simulated personality unit, so he's good protection and good company, too. And all yours for just 1,000 caps.
You just don't want to sell to me, is that it?
Trust me, friend. Tinker Joe does not turn down the opportunity to make a sale. If that Gutsy would go with you, I'd sell him in a heartbeat. It's just that his programming's a bit off. He won't travel with anyone he considers too extreme. You're going to have to let your other friend go. Until then, I'll hold on to him for you. Of course you would. And it's not just... Hey, I said it was a beautiful deal, didn't I? But to tell the truth, RL3's a bit picky about the company he keeps, and he won't let himself get sold to just anyone. Makes him a bit of a tough lot to sell, if you know what I mean. But he seems to like you, so I'm not going to complain.
I'm past. I don't need a crazy robotic soldier following me around.
You say that now, but you might end up reconsidering that when you're surrounded by rad scorpions. But if you do, and you're still alive to find me again, the offer will still stand.
I should be able to get him. Because karma's not supposed to factor into getting companions with Tales to Wastelands.
Hey! You...
Alright. And he has nothing I want.
Later!
Please.
Another glorious day in this man's army.
Must make it back to the door. Where is it? Data, miscellaneous.
We now have a We now have a lipoplasticator and microdermal graftalizer. We just need to find someone with the skills and willingness to perform the surgery. If anyone knows of a discreet and trustworthy surgeon who knows how to keep his mouth shut, send him our way. Also, we need to find a circuit neuralizer to reroute the signal into the android's memory. Do you know any trustworthy techies?
Move along.
Another glorious
please.
day in this man's army.
I am not for sale. I am only a demonstration model. Tinker Joe will be glad to handle any of your robotic needs.
Come on, let's just make it to the damn door. Well, I did notice that on the forum for Tales to Wastelands, they mentioned that RL3 is the people are having trouble recruiting RL3. So, might just be a known bug. I can look into it later. This is why I don't like the fast travel, because you find all kinds of interesting stuff when you're just meandering about. There we go. You found fishing batteries for me. You found a hammer for me. Lawnmower blades for me. He's giving me everything I put into his inventory. Of course he is.
Sure. Give me whatever you got.
Whatever. So let's see. Do I have a better weapon I can give you? I guess you can keep the broad machete. I mean, I'm already over-encumbered. Being more over-encumbered isn't going to change anything. It just makes things so much easier when we get back to the mini-vault to store everything if I take it off them now. It's a 20 gauge. And that's a 20 gauge. I could give him some of my 20 gauges, I suppose. I just don't have a lot of 20 gauge ammo is a problem. Do I have any energy weapons? Maybe I can give him an energy weapon. That doesn't look like it. It's a part of Tale to Wastelands. One of the optional mods allows you to recruit any companion, just like you can in New Vegas, without karma as a requirement. So you could be very evil and recruit Fox, you can be good and recruit Jericho, but for some reason RL3 is bugged. I've been able to, in a previous playthrough I recruited Charon without any trouble. It's just RL3 who's buggy, apparently. That's main, and the main, it's an optional mod, so you don't actually have to do it. You can leave the mod off, and still have to do a karma requirement. It's just that I'm running it in the New Vegas engine. In the New Vegas, karma doesn't play a part in any of your follower recruitments. It's more along the lines of they build relationships with you in New Vegas, and they'll have like subquests and they'll give you perks. I mean, one thing I'm seriously considering doing after I finish my big mod, the power armor mod, the one that we were working on the other day, is like make a mod for Tale of Two Wastelands that gives like individual perks to each of the Fallout 3 companions and gives them their own little storyline. Alright, so while we're walking, actually I can't, because if I tab out to go search on the Nexus for a rad roach replacer, the game will pause. Be aggressive, guys. If something's coming to kick our ass, you kick their ass first. Of course, I still have to finish my own mod, which, good God, that is going to take forever. Just to get the basic armors in there. But, the effort you put into a mod is ultimately reflected. Jericho, what are you doing? Who are you shooting, Jericho? Be passive. Hello, biscuits. He keeps missing me, which is good, but good God! Die! 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 Not Jericho! Dog meat's still alive. Well, it was bound to happen, sooner or later. Gonna miss you, Jericho. Gonna miss you. As I said earlier on, if my companions die naturally instead of just by some weird bug, we will move on. But I'm gonna miss Jericho. He was fun to have along. Where the heck is this area? I definitely need to get a better gun than my 9mm and my 10mm, it looks like. Because this pea shooter ain't cutting it. The thing is, I really like that svelte, small profile gun. Well, certainly better than, it certainly makes more sense than literally being there's no enemies around and he just drops dead. At least something actually killed him, as opposed to him literally being like, did I step into something? Because apparently if you step into dog shit, it's instantly lethal. Who knew? Who knew dog shit was like a landmine? Dogmeat, on the other hand, will probably never die. With 24 grand health. Certainly caught me off guard. I'm just glad that due to the positioning I was in, the albino rat scorpion couldn't attack me because it never did any damage to me. I vaguely remember you, Biscuits. Yep. Maha, maha, maha. Must get. Wait, I am definitely taking damage. So what? I'm definitely being shot. Why am I not taking damage? Oh, I had God mode on all this time. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. No, must get back to cover. As long as I am in cover, they won't see me changing into an outfit and disguising myself as one of them. You're now dressed as a member of the Raiders. Excellent. Come on, guys. I'm a raider, like you. Don't kill me. Please. Crap. Crap. No, I know that my God mode has been disabled, so do I just have that good armor? I'm just that tough? Apparently I'm just that tough. For Jericho! Shouldn't be muted. All of my stuff says that I'm doing proper audio. Woo! Alright, so what are our perks that we've got to work with? Well, we definitely have to get strong back. Alright, so what do we got here? We can pick one more perk. What should we do? We can do Sneering Imperialist. Don't take too kindly to raiders, junkies, or tribals trying to settle or stay alive in civilized lands. Against 30 raiders and junkie types, as well as Zion's tribals, you do 15% more damage and have a bonus to hit in VATS. Scrounger. With the Scrounger perk, you'll find considerably more ammunition in containers than you normally would. Run like the wind. Practice makes perfect. You finally managed to increase your heart rate and raise your natural speed. Each rank of this perk increases your speed by 10%. Quick Draw. Quick Draw makes all of your weapon equipping and holstering 50% faster. Poker Face. You have a face that is totally unreadable, and as such, people who listen to you cannot figure you out. You gain 10% to beat to 10% to speech and better odds at casinos. Iron Mules. Let your companions man up and carry items for you. Each rank of this perk provides +1 damage threshold and +20 pounds carry weight to your companions. That we can get just by finding all the implants, so we'll skip that. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Furious Flank. Your companions strike with +20 damage to whomever that attacks you. In addition, that target will explode into red, gut-riddled, eyeball-strewn paste upon death. Not that. Though when using a rifle similar to two-handed, significantly increased. I'm kind of liking Learn by Observation, but I don't know how well that would work with Practice Makes Perfect. I do get experience when my companions kill, so I get 20% more. That's kind of cool as well. But I think I'll go with Cancerous Growth, because we're already mutated pretty badly, so let's just keep going with the mutation theme. Keep on mutating. Why not? Let's go with the shotgun for now. Getting closer and closer to town. The hell? Lay off my dog! I just lost one companion, I'm not losing another one! Yeah, you're fine. Well, first I'll have to play Fallout 4 to figure out what type of mods I want to make. But yeah, it'll certainly be fun. And hopefully it'll use the Skyrim creation kit as its base, which is a little easier to work with than the Fallout creation kit. Yeesh. We're already running into death claws. Good grief. Well, to be fair, my level is 50. Because I'm using a mod that unlevels the game, which basically means, you know, loot isn't level based and all that fun stuff. But it also means that you don't have unleveled enemies, but... Them's the breaks, I suppose. I'm definitely gonna have to get some better weapons, I think. Or at least find some mods for my weapons. I have not played Minecraft. I wonder if this was added by, or just enabled by the usable toilets mod. I'm fully healed. That must have been the Cancerous growth mod apparently healed my cripples. Eventually. So now I'm just over encumbered.
Democracy now and forever. The Enclave is working around the clock to return this country to greatness. All you need is a little patience, a little faith. Until we meet again, this is your president, John Henry Eaton, signing off.
If I recall it correctly, the Protectron, there he is. There's our Protectron model that we found in the Robco. It's a very cool mod. I'm gonna take them all. We're gonna head into town, see if we can find some better weapons and armor and gear and all that. Not the miscellaneous items. However, this one is where we store all of our miscellaneous items, so that when I need them for crafting, I can just get them from here. Book, the Zombie Survival Guide. Butter knife. Chimera. We may actually get under our weight limit after we clear this stuff from our inventory. We might not. We'll see. Close. Ooh, just need to put away one more item to clear our inventory. Well, actually, yeah, we probably needed some sleep. So we'll do that. We'll get some sleep, eat something in the morning. That should get our weight below the weight limit. Let's sleep for good 8 hours. That should be good. Mute fruit, iguana stick, with crispy squirrel bits. That should be enough. And it gets us just below our weight limit. You know, it's so weird. I spend so much time crippled and over-encumbered that I'm not used to moving at normal speed. Alright. So I don't think I've ever shown you guys this in detail. But here in the mini vault, it talks about where you can find home upgrades and whatnot. So, like, for example, I can get an infirmary. You know, I should really update this mod for Tale of Two Wastelands and add in an entry for a reloading bench. But then I have to figure out where to put a replica reloading bench in, and... something to think about. For a still intact infirmary, it would probably be a hospital, as I doubt any of the doctors would have one to give it up. So that probably means Our Lady of Hope. A lab. Look for a working mini-lab. Would probably be some pre-war facility, like maybe an old vault or something. I doubt the people in Rivet City would be willing to part with one. So I'd have to look in a vault. Nuka-Cola machine. Would probably be their old bottling plant. Workbench. In an old garage or someplace. So that's actually Smith Casey's garage. I know that much. Jukebox. Interestingly, I actually know where you find a jukebox. It's right next to the Arlington Library. Nuka Fridge. So that one I think you get from Girder Shade, but I've never actually been able to get it. Then we have the collectible models. We have the robot, the model jet, Rivet City, model car. I think it's the Cresciola factory, something like that. I think it is, and the P-51. So that's Rivet City as well. Then we got a collection of weapons to mount on the walls. But I won't show you all of them because, you know, obviously it'll take some time to look through all of them. Let's change into our bartering gear. I've got my boots, I've got my belt, got my accessory. The bandana counts in the spot of the hat. I see. Alright. A few extra rads, never hurt anyone. Ooh, this looks like a new vendor. Oh, you're gonna love this guy. Look, Fedora Fred. Who does he remind you of?
Move along, please.
Who do you think Fedora Fred is based on? I'll give you a hint. He carries a Deathclaw gauntlet.
Trading cap? Welcome, sir or madam, to Crazy Wolfgang's traveling junk store. The depot of detritus, the shop of slop, and the caravan of crap. Now, what odds and ends can I, the craziest of all possible Wolfgangs, offer to you?
Tell me about your trade caravan.
I scour the wasteland for the very best pieces of trash, the height of detritus, and the veritable pick of the litter. It's all valuable to someone. And I always make sure to make my rounds through Canterbury Commons. Their mayor, Rowe, always has a place for a clever junk man like myself.
I'm here to buy.
Crazy Wolfgang's got just what you need, assuming you need the random junk that I've got.
doesn't look like I actually need the crazy junk that you've got.
See you out on the road, huh?
Do some repairing. So I have clearly things that need to be cross-repaired. And it's good for getting my repair skill up. Barter's at 21%, still not high enough. Repairs at 21%. Can I get my repair a bit higher, I wonder? Get that up with my repair. Is there anything else I can use to increase my repair? Would the shady hat work? If I put that on, I put on the shady hat. Nope. I'd probably have to take a Mentat. There we go, repair of 30. Pipe appears to be damaged, but the source of the leak isn't immediately clear. I'll take a master plumber to fix it. Repair 30 or higher. Attempt to fix it. Repaired the leaking pipe.
With the clouds, and every eye shall be blind with his glory. Every ear shall be stricken.
I can hear it.
To hear the thunder of his voice.
I can hear the leak.
The men, women, times to
one.
come. Give your bodies to Atom, my friend. Release yourself to his power.
Keep our ears open for the leaky pipe. A distinctive hiss of the water. There it is, I see it. I'll put on, while no one's looking, our bartering gear and go dock. Where the heck is Walter? Well, I suppose after I talk to Moira I can find him easily enough. While I'm here, activate workbench, repair everything.
Fiddled with any interesting technology lately?
I reactivated the robots and was able to modify their programming.
Harnessing the technology of the past and modifying it for your own purposes? That's just the thing! Tell me all about how it worked out.
I'm not going to turn down a chance to fight robots. All I did was... I'm not going to turn down a chance to fight robots. All I did was hack the mainframe. It doesn't really fit my character. It was robotic carnage, but I caused it, so it's the okay sort of carnage.
Well, I guess one thing about using the old tech is that it can feel a bit like playing God. But you're probably not supposed to, I think. Seems like a good thing to watch for when dealing with tech of any age. And it helps to pack a few pulse grenades, just in case. Here, have a few. Oh, and take my book on science. For some reason, I just can't get into the computer parts. But I've got the rest pretty much memorized.
Alright, to continue research on the last chapter then, I guess.
I want to find out the history of how a successful settlement like Rivet City got started. Also, there used to be a big library out there. Imagine a whole building full of books. I'll need you to gather information there for me. And that'll be it for the last chapter. So, what'll it be?
Okay, folks, what do you think we should do? Should we check out local history or head to the Arlington Library? Post your thoughts in the comments.
Well, I guess I can wait a little. I've got plenty of other projects to work on after all. But come...
While you're deciding, I'll do
Absolutely.
some, I'll look at what her inventory is and see if there's anything of use that'll upgrade my weapons. Oh, maybe in miscellaneous. 357 revolver long barrel. Do I have a 357 revolver? I have a 357 Magnum revolver. That does 28 damage versus... yeah, definitely an improvement. I can improve the damage further with this, but I need to sell some stuff. I should certainly be able to do that. Pistol... or else I can put into storage. Let's see.
Good hunting! Keep up the great research, Super Assistant!
So again, I ask, what should we do? Should we check out Rivet City or the Arlington Library? While I do a little bit of inventory management, give me your thoughts. Nope, I still can't make more ammo for that, but I can make more ammo for that. Let's see. Make more ammo for the sniper rifle. Magnum buckshot. Sure. I wonder if she has any Magnum cases. Case, hull box, 20 gauge, no. No Magnum rounds either. Alright, so got about 17 rounds for this. Not a whole lot. My machete, of course, doesn't need any rounds. The combat shotgun, it's got a decent amount of ammo on it. Only got a couple of rounds for that. Got a good decent amount of rounds for the sniper rifle. Tons of ammo for that. And then the binoculars. And all this stuff I can now improve better. Repair all. Because I improved my repair skill over at the bench next to it. Actually, can I do it any better? Because if I can put on some gear that improve my repair... Maybe that and the Robco. Yes! And I just realized I changed in front of Moira and her guard. Let's do this properly. And let's see, we'll go back to using the Stealth Defender armor. Take off the shady hat. Alright folks, so what are your thoughts? I'm still waiting for your thoughts. What should we do? Arlington Library or Rivet City? weird. Oh my god, the chat wasn't scrolling. That's weird. Now it seems to be scrolling properly. Alright, so, but I don't see anyone mentioning it. So, I can definitely make the Enclave iBot join you to the robot faction. Yeah, let's hear your thoughts. I still haven't heard your thoughts on what we should do next. Rivet City or the, Arlington Library. Well then, I will make my decision then. I will go with Arlington Library.
Huh. Did you... I want to... Also... And that'll be it for the...
Well, let's check out the library. Maybe someone's already written a book like yours.
Oh, that sure saved me a lot of time. But I bet their book wouldn't have anything about exploding mole rats, would it? Books are where the old world kept its knowledge, and libraries are where it kept the books. And there's supposed to be one in Arlington. See if it's still there, and if you can download records from its computer. Information dumps like those would be invaluable for rebuilding humanity.
So what do I get for going to the library?
The obvious answer would be a book. But I guess there might not be any left there. So how about I pay you with good old-fashioned caps? Who knows what you could buy with all those caps? It could be anything. It could even be a book.
Okay, I'll check out my local library.
Great. The library should be in Old Arlington, not far from downtown. See if you can download the archives from its computer. If you can't get those, then even the card catalog would be useful. Any little piece of information could help the book, and thus humanity. The info you're bringing back is great. Looking forward to more.
And we still have to see if Walter has shown up so I can turn in that quest. Where are you, Walter? Dog meat, please move out of the way. Barter's at 12%? That is weird. Why is my barter only at 12%? Not that.
Promise of our division in the time.
22%. That's a little bit better. Might even be able to raise it if I took a mentat. If I'm not under the effects of a mentat, I don't think I am anymore.
No suffering, for in the division we shall see our release from the pain and hardships of this world. Yea, your suffering shall exist no longer.
Hey!
How's the addiction? Kicked it yet?
I just started. But so far, so good. Talk to you later, buddy.
Longer, it shall be washed away in Atom's glow, burned from you in the fire of his brilliance. Each of us.
Nope. Barter ain't high enough yet.
Formed from the mass of our wretched and filthy body. Each of us shall be mother and
Are you in here, Walter? Where's Colin Moriarty? There you are.
Ah, my new friend. What can I get you? Some sorters are best buried, and I'm a man that...
Nope, can't tell him anything about Silver.
You.
That's kind of a bummer. Wanted to tell him that Silva had been taken care of, when really, I mean that she's basically hiding. But he thinks she's dead. I wanted to tell him that. Oh well. Mess with him a bit. Where are you, Walter? This is ridiculous. Where the heck has Walter vanished off to? Morning. He should be in his office. He should be like in his job. No. There's no one in here in the common house.
Correct. I didn't touch your thingy. It's right where you left it, I'm sure. If I see it, you'll be the first to know.
Well, damn. Thanks for nothing.
If I
If you need something from me, spill it.
Alright, you vanished off to Walter, seriously. Alright, so what we're going to do, we'll drop off all of our excess stuff inside the mini vault. We'll end the stream there. And I'll do a quick little look in the X-Edit and see about changing up the biker goggles. Or it can just crash right before I'm using the door. Well, that just means I can run X-Edit now. There's my mod right there. Where is the biker goggles? Where are the biker goggles? Not those. So shades count as eyeglasses or a mask. And I'm looking for the biker goggles. Biker goggles. Eyeglasses or a mask. So then why does it unequip the accessory? I suppose I can check to see under TTW tailor-made. I believe it's an ESM.